we're gonna go through and minimize the load and try to take only what you need. That way it doesn't get so cluttered up. Now keep in mind, last time we had the gun rifles with us, ammo, clips, you know, they had to be tied to the front grab bar in the Jeep, which is a great place to put them. But, you know, when I go to sleep, I have to slide the seat out a little forward. So those two rifles have to be moved. Now they do make an apparatus. It's kind of dank ass. I actually ordered it from Amazon. It carries the rifles above your head, but like I said, it was pretty dank. There are some pre-drilled holes that you could use to mount something like that too, you know, in the back area of the Jeep. But you know, carrying them in the front isn't necessarily the best. Hey, boy. Morning. It's nice to take the rifles, but you know, finding a convenient spot for them can be a bit of a complex situation. You know, you don't want the scopes to get banged around either, you know what I'm saying? He's my boy. Let me stay on this side, shade. Good boy. No. Nope. Good boy. Stay in the shade. This guy's highly trained, highly intelligent. He knows shade. He knows that's what keeps the engine, twin engine, cool. But anyways, yeah, shit. This next trip, man, we'll have the jack with us. We'll have a roll of toilet. I did find a roll of toilet paper inside of the rig. But we'll get another one in there. It's almost empty, that one is. We will, there's a few other things on the list. I forget what they were. Stand aside. Okay, brake right. Brake right. Bah. Boy, this dog, man, he's been fucking going on some serious fucking walks. Yesterday we went to Ben and Jerry's, I think. We won't do that one again. They don't have anything for the dogs except the $6 little piece of shit ice cream pack. I should have got a small cup of vanilla ice cream for them instead. Dairy Queen is such a better value than what do you call it? Ben & Jerry's. Oh my god. Oh my shit. I mean, I love Ben & Jerry's Rocky Road ice cream, and it is the cherry bomb. But $8 for a double scoop in a cone. I can go down to Dairy Queen and get $6.50 for probably twice as much. I get their small, and it's probably about twice as much ice cream. If you want value, Dairy Queen seems to be the huckleberry. Oh yeah, we'll do a little good ass workout today. Do some downloading of some movies. Whoa! My dog hasn't eaten this morning. He's hungry. Make sure you got your dog up. Good boys, good boys. Morning. Gotta stay tight here, buddy. God damn! He's my boy. Good shade. Good shade this morning. Wow. A lot of foot traffic. A lot of people. Not this guy. Easy, boy. Hey, hey, wake up. Morning. Good boy, good boy. Good boy. We got some racists. We got some racist. Well, let's take a look here. We got some racist. What's the fucking word for that shit where they spray paint on walls? Graffiti. I seen a turtle down here once. I'm not going to take a camera and show you. I'll just smudge the lens. And I know you don't want me to do that. There's a Pittman wash right behind that wall. There's always water flowing there. Runoff, city runoff, sprinklers. You know, there's got to be more to it than just that, huh? I mean, there's always water running. There must be. I'll have to look into that. I'm curious what feeds that Pittman wash. Obviously, you've got people with irrigation runoff You know, that certainly feeds it. Well, the city was in a bit of a pickle. You can see there's a gentleman over here riding his electric bike. No, I'm going this way. Thank you. Come on, buddy. We got time to fucking play games. Let's go. But the city was in a bit of a pickle. You have these electric bikes. You know, they were going to ban electric bikes. And electric dirt bikes and this shit, you know, from the parks and stuff. But you got old timers out there with their electrics. And you've got kids and everybody's enjoying the outdoors. So the city was in a bit of a pickle, per se. Oh, I didn't even see it. The city was in a pickle. How are they going to govern all of... Here's another electric bike. $15 miles an hour. The way they governed it is you can only go 15 miles an hour. They didn't ban them. It was close to being banned, guys. They wouldn't have been able to enforce anything. They were thinking about making people get permits. All kinds of shit. Mama, let's go. Fuck you, boy. They were thinking about... I'm not really sure on the rules or anything, but I know one thing that they really frown on is the speed is 15 miles per hour. You can enjoy the parks and everything. They were going to ban them from parks. But you just seen these two older gentlemen on their electric bikes riding the trails. I mean, I believe those are both pedal assist. But that one, come on, let's go. That one gentleman was definitely going over 15 miles per hour. What they're definitely going to crack down on is the kids on the electric dirt bikes. They can also enjoy the parks as long as they keep the speed down to 15 miles per hour and no wheelies and stuff like that, and popping wheelies through on main roads, running red lights with a wheelie through an intersection. That's the shit they wanted to crack down on too. And I have seen several instances already where the police have pulled over the kids on the electric dirt bikes, and I've seen the mother come to the site to you know, the kids called their mom and said, hey, the cops got us. So there'll be warnings initially, but you'll see a major crackdown on kids, you know, popping wheelies. And you know, the first is a warning, then there's citations up to $600. Wait. And the parents will have to pay for it. That's the American dream, kids. Come on. There might be, it's not going to stop me from riding my bike on the sidewalks, you know, but I'll certainly keep the speed very close to the 15-mile-an-hour zone. couple good things I got going for my bike is looks like a bicycle, because it is a bicycle. So yeah, major crackdown on kids. There'll be citations for popping wheelies. There'll be citations for running red lights. But certainly a lot of the kids aren't just going to stop and say, okay, write me a ticket. You're going to be, catch me if you can, Mr. Policeman. And the cops are not going to chase you. What is it? They don't chase people on motorcycles, dirt bikes. It's not unusual to brake left. It's not unusual to see three guys, not even kids, three guys, maybe teenagers, on dirt bikes on St. Louis Parkway riding down the street. You know, if the cops were to come up behind them and try to pull them over, they're not going to stop. All three of them will disperse in different directions. The police won't be able to do anything. Personally, I don't think I'm going to stop either. I mean, I'm going to take off. You know, I could start riding my dirt bike on the street. You know, I lost my license plate on the back of my dirt bike. It vibrated off, and man, you really need to have that license plate on your bike. I noticed quite a few guys that have street legal bikes, but yet they ride them in the dirt a lot. They wire the license plate to the fender. So that's what I should have done also. Now I've lost my license plate, and it's the only one I have. It was my old license plate off my Harley Davidson. It saved my bacon it saved my bacon in Idaho. We had the police, the off-road police. I don't know what you would call them, rangers. One of those guys passed me on the main road. He's, you know, because he seen my license plate on my bike. So he's there, okay, fuck him. He can ride on the road. But if I didn't have my plate on my bike, he would have pulled me over. Or tried to, shall we say. We don't know if that would have been a successful thing or not. I think we're due for a second cup of coffee this morning. What do you say, gentlemen? Yeah, the whole crackdown is to keep this, you know, the electric bikes and electric dirt bikes and everything. They're allowed to go on the trails. They were going to almost ban them from trails. Dude, you've got a father with his two young kids on electric bikes going to Ben and Jerry's on the sidewalk, and then when they finish their ice cream, they're gonna ride on the sidewalk back home. But you can't ride on the street with your kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dilemma that the city had. I mean, here you have all these people enjoying the outdoors, and you have to put restrictions on them. Well, how are we going to do this? We can't. We got to allow them to have their fun, but we got to keep it safe for pedestrians. So we'll keep the speed down. And all the reckless driving, try to keep it down. Good boy. Ready to go get a drink? So basically, nothing's changed other than the fact that they're gonna crack down on speeders and crack down on reckless driving, wheelies, running red lights. There's gonna be a crackdown on that. But I've seen 2 instances where kids have been pulled over already. You know, they were probably going pretty fast on the sidewalk, and the police pulled them over. The kids should have took off. Nothing but a game of it. You know, they should have hit a trail, a pedestrian trail, and the cops wouldn't have been able to follow them, or they wouldn't have chased him. Let's just say that. But you certainly want to be very familiar with the area, very familiar with the trails, how you can navigate away, you know what I'm saying? There's areas where you can go down a street and then, boom, you are on a trail that the police car can't get on, and you're home free. Unless there's another police car at the end of that trail, which is unlikely. Anyways, we're gonna shut this video down, and oh god, is that the window closed up there? Yeah, everything's good. We're gonna go download some videos and relax today, go to work tonight. Monday was a good night, good day to work. But last night, Tuesday, terrible. I expect tonight to be just as bad, and I expect Thursday to be bad too. But we're going to just hammer it out, and we're going to be getting ready to go on our next trip. I know I still have the Kuat bike rack on the back of the Jeep. The next trip is not going to be with that. We're going to take the trailer, we're going to take the dirt bike, and we're going to take 2 electric mountain bikes. So we're going to take the dirt bike with us. To do that, we're going to take the trailer And it's going to be fun because we'll load everything on the trailer. You know, the bikes will all have their spot on the trailer. Easy tie downs. Generator has its spot on the trailer. Easy tie downs, and it stays there for the whole trip. You know, we can throw the green bag on, the fuel cells, easy tie down. The weight is nothing. The tongue weight will be almost, once you get everything loaded, I would say the tongue weight is going to be 150 pounds, maybe, if that. Anyways, now that we know that, I need to unload the Kuat rack, and we need to get that Jeep prepared and ready to go on the road trip to Navajo, and we're going to go to Tropic Reservoir. It's a lot of fun, guys.